Apologize for the portrait view. I just thought it'd be framed better this way. I'm going to be continuing to DC these tomatoes, and I'm going to be talking about what hospitality's taught me. Because that's a way that I've been able to survive doing hospitality for 7 years now, when it's a career I really don't want to do. But here we are, and I'm still doing it. And I think I've been able to survive because I've been able to look at it from a growth mindset and perspective, looking at what I can learn. So I'm just going to put gloves on and I'll get right to it. There's no gloves! I'll be back. So, hospitality, everyone that works hospitality knows it's pretty there's the gloves, fuck me. Everyone knows hospitality is fucking garbage. You pour your heart and soul and blood and sweat and tears into product, only to find out that people don't really care. And you'll do it every single day. Maybe it sounds eerily similar to what parenting is like. You will do things for your kids. I'm not a parent, by the way, for context. But you do things for your kids, and you work hard, and you do the big things. You do the big things that they'll notice, but you also do a heck of a lot of small things that you know will go unnoticed, but will improve their quality of life. It's the same with hospitality. I'm de-seeding these tomatoes. I don't need to. But it makes the pico just that little bit better, and people enjoy it. They don't always tell you. Sometimes they do, but it's rare. But you know it's better quality. You do. And everyone that works here does, but not everyone de-seeds them, so not everyone is willing to do the little things. So I don't know, maybe it's helping as far as the perspective of raising a kid goes, doing things, and it's taught me to use myself as a reference point, if that makes sense. I can't be looking for external validation. I need to validate myself. And I know that I'm doing a good job, and I give myself permission, and I give myself praise and love and appreciation for doing these small things that people aren't going to pay any attention to. The other thing is, in hospitality, storms will come and go. And you cannot be reactive. Do not let those things that are external affect the internal. So, to break it down from all the fluffy fucking language that I don't really understand anyway, is if you're having an absolute shit time, if you bring that into the workplace and it's particularly busy, especially in hospitality where things are quick firing, and you need to be talking to people, and teamwork is so key, and it's maybe in an office job, you can talk to someone and you send an email and you reply back to them in an hour or even a couple of days. But in hospitality, you need communication to be down to the seconds because it's very quick when you're in a rush. And if you're bringing a shit attitude, or you're bringing those negative things that are happening in your private life into the workplace, then it's going to bring everyone else down with it. I'm currently a manager, and I've found that a manager, it's almost like exponential for a manager. The manager's mood and tone and approach to the team is the amount that they're able to influence the workspace is exponential. I mean, everyone's attitude affects everyone, but I know if I'm absolute shit to talk to, then it's going to pull everyone down. So if you want to be professional, rock up. Understand that everyone's going through their own shit in their own private life, and you just need to put your best foot forward. And also, if you can't manage, excuse yourself, take some time to compose yourself and get back to it. Yeah. Other things that I've learned are to work to your own bar and understand that everyone has their own bar, if that makes sense. there's that a Stoic lesson that if you the Stoic teaching, I think from Marcus Aurelius, is to be extremely have the highest of expectations for yourself, but do not carry any expectations of other people. I mean, you can, but it's only going to bring frustration. If you're working to your personal goal and you're any kind of a hard worker, this is a minimum wage job. I've been working minimum wage job for 7 years, and the number of people that are willing to come in on a minimum wage job and put in a discretionary amount of effort rather than the minimum effort, which I'm not against. Minimum wage, minimum effort, that's, I think there's less growth in that, but I fully understand and support the people that choose to do that. If you place expectation on other people, it is almost always 100% going to end up in disappointment. So don't carry expectation. Just accept your current circumstance and work with and to it to the best of your ability. It's also taught me that you cannot wait for the right conditions to do the work, if that makes sense. Make do with what you've got. We've been in service and we've run out of X, Y, Z, and rather than shutting down and going... So this more applies to private life. In my private life, I'll go, like last night for example, I was going, oh shit, I'm really tired, I don't want to go for a run. The circumstances aren't ideal. When I'm in the kitchen and we've ran out of, say, chicken tenders, diced chicken, I don't go, oh shit, close up shop. I go, well, okay, let's figure out how we can get more diced chicken. Let's take some of the chicken tenders. Let's take some of the whole chicken that we've cooked, and we'll peel them, debone them, dice them up, and cook them as soon as possible. And I'll work with whatever circumstance. I'm currently in the process of trying to carry that same belief into my private life. It's an interesting thing that I can practice that in this workspace, but not on my own private goals. Maybe there's some self-sabotage there. Hospitality is fucking hard, but you can make it easier by doing it like you love it. I'm putting in, again, I'm de-seeding these tomatoes, not everyone does this, but I'm putting in more effort to do it out of love. And that is making me want to do it, and it's giving me a sense of motivation, and that's another lesson. Don't lean on motivation, but it's good to use it when you have it. So doing this like I love it, and doing this for other people, just improve their quality of life and not expecting anything in return, motivates me and it makes this easier. So even though I'm putting in more effort, it's probably easier than if I was constantly putting in the minimum effort, if that makes sense. If I'm putting in the minimum effort, then everything looks like such a draw. It looks like a bunch of fucking tasks and everything's really boring. But because I'm doing this out of choice, I want to do it well. It motivates me. I'm looking forward to doing it, if that makes sense. I'm holding out for the payoff. So I guess delayed gratification. And showing up every fucking day, man. Some days I really don't want to come here. I really don't want to come. Pause. But who gives a shit about your mood? Be a professional. Regardless of what you're feeling, show up and do the work, man. It just needs doing. Another lesson is having your eye over the whole project. This has come more from being a manager, but just being aware of everything and delegating, man. There are some managers which, they're incredibly hard workers, bless their soul, but they'll just try and do everything themselves. Delegate, man. Good leaders delegate. You believe in your team, and that's the thing. It all compounds with each other. So if you come in with a positive attitude and you approach everyone that you work with a positive attitude, and you're not bringing in your shit from your private life, then people enjoy being around you. It makes your presence more pleasant, and because they're happy to be around you, they're more receptive to any kind of feedback you give, and you can get better work out of them. And give praise, man. Give praise. Tell people they're doing a good job. If you only ever tell people that they're doing a bad job, all their focus is just going to be on trying not to fuck up. And what's going to happen is, and this isn't with everyone, but this is with a number of people, is they will stop telling you when they fucked up. They will learn, because they will make a mistake and they will hide it from you. And if they're successful in hiding it from you, then they'll go, oh, so that's how I can move forward. So rather than having open lines of communication, people being like, oh shit, I fucked up, that's on me, let's get onto it and fixing that mistake as quick as possible, the problem compounds. So you'll have someone who's ordered something and you've got their order up on the screen and someone accidentally sends it away. They're not 100% sure if that meal has been made yet or not, but they don't want to check because they don't want people knowing that they fucked up, so they just leave it. Suddenly that customer goes from waiting 5-10 minutes to waiting 20 minutes for their order, and they're pretty fucking pissed, as they should be. Whereas, if people aren't afraid of making mistakes, that person will ask questions, and they'll say, hey, has this been done? Oh shit, sorry, I sent that meal away already. Sheesh. That's enough for now. That's a lot to think about. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. Yep. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh. I'm such a fucking tosser, dude. Sheesh.